Hey, just Mark here. So, growing up, I was kind of your, I don't want to say weird kid, but I was a kid whose mind would wander, who was always told that sometimes he doesn't focus in class, or that he just doesn't pay attention or listen well. I got distracted easily. And I remember when I was younger, I used to think, what's wrong with me? Why do teachers and other people keep making these comments about me as a person? And, even like whether it was kids picking on me because I was short or a little bit different, was always a prevailing thought for me. Like, what's wrong with me? And as I grew up and still never really fit in, like even as an adult right now, I don't always feel like I fit in anywhere, to be honest with you. I know a lot of people. I have no problem meeting people. But outside of playing on my dodgeball teams for years, I never actually really felt like I belonged. I was never the guy you picked first. Not always last, but I was never that one that you went, I want Mark on my team or whatever, right? And as I've gotten older and as an adult, I've kind of thought about these things a little bit more, in part because I still get told, at work or in my personal life that I don't focus well, I don't listen well, I don't pay attention. And I do always sit here and wonder, what's wrong with me? Why do I feel like I'm always like the problem or get blamed for certain things? And as you get older, you kind of start to think about that a little bit more, because every single one of us wants to be liked. And there are definitely many times in my life where I felt a part of a group, but too many times where I felt like no matter what I did, I wasn't going to fit in anywhere. So as an adult, I've started questioning a lot of things a lot more. I actually sent a text to my niece the other day because my family does have a history of like ADHD and focus issues and things like that. And I've never been formally diagnosed with any of it. My doctor and I have talked about it once or twice. And I still sit here and go, what's wrong with me? But back to what I was saying with my niece, is I had sent her an email and I was asking her specifically, can you explain what neurodivergence is? And she kind of gave me a generic, well, not really generic, but a quick text response telling me that it's a wide range of things. People who can talk and move around and do different things, but also those who tend to wander or be alone or do different things. And as an adult, I question many times, like, do I have ADHD? Because I'm so unfocused in most things in my life. Doing this YouTube channel is probably the most focused I've been on something in a long time, outside of attempting to be a parent. I love being a parent, but I've always been different. Some things that I think about is I've got a couple of close friends now that I'm older, but like even friends I've known for 20 some odd years or spent many times in their lives, growing up with them, doing different things with them. I was never, I've never been a best man. I've never been a part of something where someone really chose me. Now, I'm not saying people don't choose me as a person. Well, they don't. I remember even being dropped from a dodgeball team once just because I was no longer part of a certain group. And I remember that, like, oh my gosh, that hurt me so much. But as I've gotten older, I've realized that it's not so much that there's something wrong with me. It's that I am different. And I like it. I like the fact that I'm not some cookie cutter dude who follows every norm and does everything according to a book or according to the rules. And I like to break the rules once in a while. In fact, I know that rules and structure sometimes frustrate me because I always feel there's more to what we are doing than a set of rules laid out before us, whether it be through a job or in our own activities and events that we do in real life. I remember someone asked me years ago why I always seem to wear cartoon shirts or superhero shirts or Disney shirts. Well, the real truth behind that is that they're fun. I like them. They make me smile. They make me feel like, I don't know, they just excite me. I'm a total Disney person, just to be very clear. Disney adults, is that what they call us? And so I think about that from time to time because people do point out my differences. I don't tend to go and point out other people's differences unless I'm pointing out something that I feel is a strength of theirs, or if I'm trying to encourage them, or just to be a good friend. But as an adult, I'm starting to figure out a lot more things about this. And if you're thinking the same thing, like, what's wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. You are your own unique person who can do whatever they want in life. And we all have to stop ignoring what other people tell us. But I'm not the problem. I'm weird. I'm awkward. I'm different. I'm playful. I am, by all intents and purposes, a good person. And I care a lot about others. So, after years of wondering what's wrong with me, I realize there is nothing wrong with me. I'm just me. And some people are gonna love me. Some people are gonna hate me. Some people are gonna wanna be a part of my life. And I don't give a damn what anyone thinks anymore. It's good being you. It's good being me. And we need to stop picking ourselves apart because of other people's perceptions. And I am getting better at that now. It just took me years. And although I may not fit in a box, I may not fit under someone's mold of who I should be or what I should do, I fit. I fit in my own way. And I'm okay being the person who knows a lot of people and goes around a lot. And because it's created a lot of acquaintances and people I know, and has allowed me a diverse group of friends from all walks of life. Not the jocks, not the nerds, but a little bit of everything, you know? Embrace who you are. You're weird. You're different. People may not understand you. But at the end of the day, you are you. Embrace who you are. Anyways, my thoughts today. I hope you're all doing well. And I'll see you on the next one.